As a global conversation about waste and waste management continues to buzz, potential sources of waste arise. There's no speculation as to whether Washington Liberty High School and other high schools around the country contribute to the mass amounts of increasing waste.
My name is Cecilia Larson, and I'm a ninth grade English teacher.
As an English teacher at Washington Liberty, Cecilia Larson deals with paper every day and consciously monitors her use of it.
Unfortunately, it's probably hundreds of pages a day. Even on the days when you don't use any, it just kind of evens out.
When asked if she thinks teachers take into consideration the amount of paper they use in class, ninth grader Natalia Chahill thinks teachers are divided on the issue.
I think some teachers do. I don't think all of them do, considering the subjects they teach.
When it comes to receiving those papers as assignments, students are tasked with the responsibility of deciding how to dispose of the paper.
I recycle average. If I don't really know what's recyclable.
I do see some students do it, but I think it really depends on the individual. There are very much some conscious students who ask, where's the recycling bin? So that's always encouraging.
Ava Lansbury, freshman class president, actively tries to be intentional with her use of paper.
I try to recycle most of my schoolwork if I don't need it, or I save it for studying for a final.
According to the American Federation of Teachers, every year, nearly 900 million trees are cut down to provide for U.S. paper.
I'm very aware of paper waste, and I don't want to use paper if I don't have to. That said, sometimes the teaching decisions you make, you do have to kind of do the trade-off.
To counteract paper waste in school, schools are looking towards technology as a possible solution to lowering paper generation.
I've definitely seen some efforts made to reduce the amount of paper we use. A lot of stuff is getting transferred to be digital.
Arlington Public Schools has a 1-to-1 computer-student ratio, allowing each student a laptop. The program was put into place to reduce school waste and give students a new way of learning.
I was in school before we all had devices. Everything was on paper. So I had a notebook for every single class. Not even having textbooks anymore for every class is huge.
I think it's less of an issue now since we all use electronics a lot, like our computers and iPads.
Despite its paper-reducing ability, technology in school has its downsides.
If using electronics is causing so much distraction to students and it's really affecting the learning, then sometimes you do have to use paper.
For educators looking for a way of teaching without using the typical amount of paper, online programs exist for just that.
The county is moving towards having basically an all-Canvas, setup for assignments.
With more than 30 million global users, Canvas and other programs like it allow students to view their school courses from their mobile device and message with teachers.
Hopefully we're going to adopt it as our grading tool as well, so it will make more sense to have everything on there. There's just different connections that you're making when you're having to write something out. So I don't think we're ever going to go to a completely paperless solution, just because I think it's important for our brains to be using different ways of using language. But I do think we are increasingly more and more going towards an online model of education.